Perfect. So coding brings it to life, right?
Yeah.
So, how does your robotic car move forward or backward or even turn?
To go forward and backward, it'll just use either positive or negative power to
Mhm.
change how it's rotating. At a turn, one side of the car will be have less power, so the other side of the car will have more power, causing it to turn.
So that's a smart mechanism. And did you use any sensor in your projects? If yes, what do they do exactly?
The sensor is a supersonic sensor which uses sonic waves to see where objects are and how far are they. And also uses bumper sensors, so if it bumps into something, it'll know.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonpreneur Podcast. We are thrilled to have a young innovator with us who has worked on a fascinating robotic project. So today's presentation is all about a robotic car, a smart and dynamic creation that combines coding, electronics, and creativity. So let's welcome Vivaan, who will walk us through his robotic car explanation, how it works, share the inspiration behind building it, and stuff. So, can you please start by introducing yourself and tell us the name of your project?
Okay, my name is Vivaan S, and the name of my project is Robo Car.
Lovely and great to have you here with us. So let's begin with what is a robotic car and what does your robotic car do?
A robotic car is a car that can move and navigate on its own, and my robotic car uses sensors to navigate and not hit any objects on the way to its destination.
Nice explanation. So tell us, what inspired you to build this robotic car in the very first place?
The inspiration was that I wanted to do a coding project, so the robot car seemed like a perfect opportunity to use my coding.
Of course, and that's a cool inspiration, to be honest. Now, about the build, what materials or components did you use to make the robotic car?
There was plastic for the base of the car. I used an Arduino to control the car, motors, wheels, and multiple sensors.
Great choices. And the brain of the car, what is the main role of the microcontroller in your robotic car?
The main role of the Arduino Uno, which is a microcontroller, is to use code to run all the components of the car together.
Perfect. So coding brings it to life, right?
Yeah.
So, how does your robotic car move forward or backward or even turn?
To go forward and backward, it'll just use either positive or negative power to change how it's rotating. At a turn, one side of the car will be have less power, so the other side of the car will have more power, causing it to turn.
So that's a smart mechanism. And did you use any sensor in your projects? If yes, what do they do exactly?
The sensor is a supersonic sensor which uses sonic waves to see where objects are and how far are they. And also uses bumper sensors, so if it bumps into something, it'll know that's it something.
Very cool. Now, sensors can make it smarter. Now, about coding, what kind of coding did you use to control your robotic car?
No, Arduino, which is the main part of the car, use C++ to control the components.
So that ties everything together. And while building, what was the most challenging part of building this project for you?
The most challenging part is the time it took to code an Arduino.
Yeah, that happens with the big projects. So, how did you solve any problem you faced while working on the robotic car?
The solution to the problem is just patience. You just have to work through the coding. Eventually you'll get there.
Yeah, I would say that's great problem solving. And now, tell us, what is your favorite feature of your robotic car?
My favorite feature is how it can bump into anything, like how it's good at avoiding objects.
Yeah, Yeah, that sounds awesome. And like in real life, like how can this robotic car be useful in real life?
And this robot car is kind of a model of like self-driving cars in the future and what we have now.
Yeah, yeah, that's great application, I would say. And like from this project, like what new skills did you learn while working on this project?
I learned more coding and how to make projects with Arduino.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Amazing learning. And finally, like what advice would you give to other students who want to build a robotic car like yours?
My advice is to be patient because it might take a really long time to build, but eventually we'll get there.
Yeah, and yeah, that's wonderful advice and truly inspiring, really, Vivaan. And thank you so much, Vivaan, for like your wonderful presentation. And your robotic car project truly showcases your creativity, problem-solving skills, and passion for robotics. And it's inspiring to see how you combine technology and innovation to bring your idea to life. Like really, we are very proud of your effort and dedication. So keep exploring, keep building, and keep innovating. And until next time, goodbye and keep creating.
All right, thank you for having me on this podcast and goodbye.